everyone, and welcome to laughingplace.com's continuing coverage of San Diego Comic-Con 2022. I'm Rebecca Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place, and let's see, we've got so much that's been happening today. It's been a lot of Marvel heavy stuff, and for those of you who follow Laughing Place know that while I am a Disney fan, my passions tend to be more Disney parks. Star Wars, Marvel is much more of an area that I lean heavily on my teammates, people like Ben Breitbart and Mike Mack, who host our Marvel show weekly here on Laughing Place. But I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date on what's been happening with Comic-Con. Let's see. So just to start off, I just want to kind of highlight a little bit of what we're going to be talking about. You're going to be hearing more about Spider-Rex. You're going to be hearing about some of the Marvel comics that are coming, a little bit about Marvel Zombies. So just lots of Marvel news, a little bit of Star Wars news as well. If you were here yesterday, you got to see our highlights from day one. This is our day 2 recap. And after I completed that show, we actually posted some more content. We had a recap of the Hulu presentation that focused on Koala Man. And it's brought to us from the same talents who brought Smiling Friends, Solar Opposites, Detective Pikachu. So if you want more information about Koala Man, be sure and check out our recap over on Laughing Place. Currently, our team is at learning more about American-born Chinese, which is coming soon to Disney Plus, and I'm excited to hear about it. There's a possibility that our team at San Diego Comic-Con may be able to stop by during this live feed, but if not, like I say, stay tuned to our Twitter and Laughing Place for more information about American-born Chinese. Our team started off the day stumbling upon this somewhat deflated, I'm guessing it just hadn't been reinflated, Ozzy Osbourne. I'm showcased by Stern Pinball. I guess there's a Aussie pinball. That's my guess on it. But they were saying that this kind of reflected their overall feelings as they began their adventures today. For those of you who have been to a convention, you know that it can be rather draining, but their spirits were quickly lifted when they stumbled upon French Stewart. They adore him from Inspector Gadget, but he was here as part of the Cozy TV promotional for Third Rock. Let's see. Our team began their day in Ballroom 20 for a variety of Marvel news. It began with I Am Groot. I Am Groot is a new series that's coming to Disney Plus. It's going to feature the return of Bradley Cooper as Rocket. Hi, Javier. Yeah, we are live. So if you want to stop and say hi, I welcome hellos. I appreciate it. The series is going to be 5 shorts for season 1, but during this presentation, they did announce that they already have given approval for season 2, and it will be another 5 episodes. A trailer dropped. We do have that in our article. It's coming to Disney Plus on August 10th. You're going to get kind of a look at adorable Groot at various points in his life, in his growth. What, from little sprout to, I'm making that up, but from a little sprout into the enormous colossus that we're familiar with. So lots of adorable imagery, these Velus that I say they're Velus that we see when we're in queue for Mission Breakout at California Adventure were featured in the poster. The trailer itself features some of these little critters that look like little beans. You can see them over there by the G. Those are featured in the trailer. As I watched it, I kind of wondered, as a Disney Parks fan, to me, this felt like something that would make a really sweet dark ride experience. And I was just envisioning kind of being on a boat ride and enjoying little vignettes based upon this I Am Groot series, because just a very pleasant experience. And if you want to know more about it and the creative team behind it, I invite you to visit our article over on Laughing Place. I'm going to have links below with the various items that I'm showcasing here, but you can take a little peek at some of the moments from the trailer. Continuing with Marvel news, the Spider-Man freshman year animated series. We got some more information about this series. It's coming 2024 to Disney Plus. It's set just before the Captain America Civil War time. Charlie Cox is going to be reprising his role as Daredevil. There's a little bit of information about it. We expect to see Doc Ock, Scorpion. I think some people said they saw within the images. We're going to be following Peter Parker, kind of in his young years, on his way towards becoming Spider-Man in that MCU. So just a few little images of the Peter and his friends, some of the villains that we might see in it as well. Oh, hey, I got to hit this button, not that button. There we go. So some of the villains as well that we might see in the series. Doctor Strange is also apparently going to be part of this series, but I think Daredevil is the character that I kind of heard the most about from the presentation. Also in this presentation, we heard more about What If Season 2. It's coming early 2023. It's going to feature some more of the 1602 story. It's going to feature Agent Carter, Hela, Peter Quill, and Ego. These are among the names that we heard in regards to What If Season 2. I didn't watch a lot of season 1, but I was excited that it did seem to tie into kind of those movie stories. So people who had been watching the What If series were able to get a little bit more fun out of some of the recent films, because there was a bit more payoff for them in regards to those storylines. And then the What If series has kind of a element of it that we're zombies, and we've learned that there's going to be a Marvel zombie series. And thank you, Doobie, for mentioning that season 3 of What If is also been greenlit. But with Marvel, let me spit this out correctly. Marvel Zombies. We're going to watch the Marvel universe as heroes battle against an ever-growing zombie scourge, right? So we've got zombified versions of Scarlet Witch and Captain America, Hawkeye, I guess Captain Marvel as well. And then we have various hero elements to it. Among the ones that were identifiable were Kate Bishop, Jimmy Woo, Shang-Chi, Katie, Death Dealer, Red Guardian, Ms. Marvel. There was also talk of a biker gang of Skrulls, I guess some sort of widow crew. So I know some of our team from Laughing Place who are far more versed in the world of Marvel might be watching. So feel free to jump in with any proper nomenclature, as like I say, I'm a Marvel casual. I really rely on Mike Mack and others on our team to keep you guys all informed on Marvel. And you can find that article on Laughing Place. Marvel sets second season of What If for early 2023, and Marvel Zombies. One of the elements of the Marvel Zombie series that seems to be catching a lot of talk is this possibility of a TVMA rating. So we'll be staying tuned to see more about that. But given the nature of a zombie storyline, and with the recent news that Deadpool is making its way to Disney Plus. It's not completely unprecedented now. So we'll see what how that develops over time. Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. See, that's been the rumor. That is out there for sure. I am sure that there is a lot of excitement over X-Men 97. I know I believe that this is the music. Mike Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is that music that everybody gets so excited for, right? Whenever you hear it anywhere, anyway, in any kind of Marvel thing, I think this is the tune that I am constantly my Marvel friends get excited about. But as Mike Mack points out, that Zombies was announced on Disney Plus, so we knew it was coming. We just learned more information about the anticipated participants in said storyline. And let's see, I am going to be talking now about X-Men 97. It's an animated series from Marvel Studios. It's going to bring us new stories from that 90s timeline. They specifically mentioned that it will use that original X-Men theme. Legendary X-Men scribe Chris Claremont will reunite with fellow X-Men superstar Salvador LaRocca. I hope I say that right. Sorry, sir. LaRocca for a brand new Extreme X-Men limited series this November. That's also, I think that's something, I think I am blending stories now, but let me pull this up right here because I have now switched into X-Men 97. The whole team is back with a few new faces. There you go. This is our tweet. Here's our info. We've got an article on X-Men 97. It is coming in the fall of 2023. I'm sorry, I moved on to a different story in the midst of that, but X-Men 97 is set to debut in the fall of 2023 on Disney Plus. A second season has already been announced. You can find more information about it on Laughing Place. As part of the fun of Comic-Con, our guys stumbled upon a chimichangas truck. It was over there by the Marriott Hotel. You could get free chimichangas. Deadpool offering chimichangas to those nearby waiting for any kind of panels and whatnot. According to some of the tweets I saw, I guess they were pretty tasty. Not extremely large, but they were tasty. Bob's Burgers, they had free burgers happening over. They had a Hulu Lala Burger over by the convention center, and so they were giving those out. The Hulu team over there with the Bob's Burgers truck. If you've ever wondered what Comic-Con looks like, our guys got a picture from high above the Comic-Con floor. I believe that starts tomorrow, Javier. I believe that Deadpool the sequel, and Logan will actually are arriving on Disney Plus tomorrow. I know they are coming soon. And Sonia, so many people are excited about Hocus Pocus 2 and Zombies. I'm guessing that with D23, the D23 Expo coming the weekend of September 9th through 11th, I bet you we're going to hear quite a bit about the Hocus Pocus fun, and I haven't yet seen Zombies 3, but I know it's out there. Okay, thanks, Doobie. They launched today. But here's a look, just a little peek at some. This isn't even the entire show floor. This is a look at a portion of the main floor. You can see that this is rows like 1,000 and 1,400 and 1,500, and then looking over to this way, you can see the sideshow booth. Way off in the distance over there is the Marvel booth, where we've seen some of the live footage that they have from their video on their YouTube channel. I believe that's where they also had that launch of the Gauntlet that we're going to talk about later, because this thing is amazing. Star Wars had a variety of announcements. Now, unfortunately, our Mike Celestino wasn't able to be at Comic-Con, but we will be talking about a lot of these announcements on the upcoming edition of Star Wars headlines. In the meantime, I'm going to showcase just a few of the items that specifically caught my eye. Once again, Mike and the Laughing Place news team will be crafting recaps of these over on the site. But this is one of the first images we've had that shows us Princess Leia's entire gown, and just a really stunning look. I like these boots with the lace-up element. I am really looking forward to the Princess and the Scoundrel. The hyperspace stories, we had thought there would be a Wookiee, and with some of the images shared from this upcoming Dark Horse comics, we did get to see that, in fact, there is an adorable Wookiee that will be showcased in Hyperspace Stories Volume 1. A number of Hasbro Star Wars reveals happened today, and among them were a vintage Boba Fett starship. There's your Boba Fett in his Tatooine robes. They also showcase a Black Series Grogu. There's his pram. He's got a tasty treat. Cal Kestis. Like I say, Mike Celestino, the host of Who's the Boss Pod, and our Star Wars headlines will be talking more about a lot of these items when he is available again. He was scheduled to be at attendance at Comic-Con, but ended up being unable to go. This item, it's a clone trooper. It's a Halloween edition. They've got a couple of those coming. They had this clone trooper, and then they also showcased a Wookiee. So the clone trooper comes with a little porg, and I don't know. I feel like he has a bit of a problem. I don't know. I don't feel like he's the safest in the arms of this particular clone trooper, but maybe that's just me. Thanks, Donna. I'm sure the mods are gonna be on top of that. Over with the Kennard figures, we've got some new Mandalorian items. They showcased a Tusken Raider, Bo-Katan, and also I believe there was a Ahsoka Tano as well. So just lots of items from Hasbro, and like I say, we will be showcasing those both on our Barely Necessities, which airs Tuesdays at 4 o'clock. Becca Burbank, our site manager, and I go over the latest Disney merchandise. And then there's also a program here called Star Wars Headlines, where Mike Celestino, who is our director, editorial content director for Star Wars here at Laughing Place, he will also be bringing his expertise in the world of Star Wars to discussions of those items. His collection is amazing, and so I always appreciate hearing his insights on the detailing and the variety, because he's good at recognizing kind of when they've made just a very small change to a piece. I'm not the collector he is, so he is tremendous with those. Let's see, Javier, yes, Tales of the Jedi. It's on its way. I'm excited. I saw a report that I think it's within that series that Ashley Eckstein may be reprising her role as Ahsoka. I think I saw that rumor floating around, but I haven't been able to track it down myself yet. Among the things you can do at Comic-Con, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday, are these kind of adventures that support the various worlds that are being presented by the studios. In this case, the National Treasure series that's coming to Disney Plus. They had a little treasure hunt, and you solved an anagram, and you would DM the answer to their Instagram account, and they would then send you on a little hunt. And in this case, here's where one of the clues was. It was a small treasure. I'm really hoping our team will be able to pop in and share, because I know they went on the treasure hunt themselves, and they ended up finding one. So if they're unable to stop by, I'm sure we'll hear from them when we do end of event recap. And I guess that would lead me to a moment where I can talk about our friends at Entertainment Earth. All the Laughing Place coverage of San Diego Comic-Con is sponsored by Entertainment Earth. There's a special URL currently, ee.toys/LPFan. You get 10% off and free shipping on orders of $39. They have a variety of Loungefly. You can find various Funko, numerous Hasbro toys, mugs, all kinds of fun pop culture items are available over at Entertainment Earth, and we greatly appreciate your support in purchasing from our friends over at Entertainment Earth. D23, they had a afternoon meetup. It was an event over there by the Comic-Con events. It featured a variety of activities celebrating the Disney afternoon. Scrooge McDuck and Launchpad were on the scene. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers were available for some moments, photo ops as well. So if you want more information about the D23 meetup, be sure and check out Laughing Place for more info on that. She-Hulk coming to Disney Plus. If you need a super lawyer, give that phone number a call. I did, and I found out a little bit more about She-Hulk. Once again, I'm not the kind of Marvel diehard that Mike Mack and others on our team are, but the humor of when I dialed this number, the humor of the message that I received, and has me more intrigued, kind of piqued my interest a little bit. So job well done. But this is a series coming kind of unexpected to me. Not a character I'm familiar with, but this introduction for me did its job and has me looking forward to its arrival on Disney Plus. And Mike Mack says it's gonna be fun. So let's see. That leads us to a collection of comics that I tried to talk to you about earlier, and I will now talk to you about it instead. It is X-Men, Extreme X-Men. It's a limited series coming this November. It's written by Chris Claremont, and I apologize for confusing this earlier within the midst of my X-Men 97 talk. But that is a comic series coming in November. I know that Mike Mack will be sharing more information about it on Marvel Time. Strange Academy. It returns in October. It returns this year as well. And you've got the spellbinding adventures of the students at Doctor Strange's School for the Mystic Arts. So if you have been following this story, know that it will be continuing later this year. And like I say, Mike Mack will be bringing you much more details and information on these comics as in that Marvel Time discussion. And then finally, I have the announcement of Marvel's new Team of Heroes Tiger Division comic series. This is their first ever solo series, and that also comes this November. So if you're seeking more information about any of these, we'll have links below so that you can take a peek at a little bit of a recap and of what will be found within the pages of these announced comic books from Marvel. Okay, this is the story that caught my eye today. Actually, it was Shark Tank's Damon Johns who was on hand to kind of unveil this on the show floor. It is a fascinating concept. Yes, FUBU, of FUBU greatness. You can find his announcement on the YouTube of Marvel Live at Comic-Con. But Marvel and East Continental Gems have brought to life an Infinity Stones gauntlet. It is a true gauntlet with pricey gems, with actual rare gems. I'm gonna read from my little paper here. The 6 stones combine for 150 carats, and so the total estimated value on this item surpasses $25 million. Quite the collectible. Yeah, not exactly in my price range, but what a neat idea. The Space Stone is a sapphire of over 30 carats. The Reality Stone is an oval-shaped natural ruby that's over 15 carats. The Power Stone, a natural amethyst for more than 35 carats. And as Doobie points out, you could buy 250 baby Yodas for that. And if you missed it yesterday, we talked about an incredible animatronic baby Yoda that is under development and expected to be available to the public for Doobie, what's the starting price on that? Was it 85K? I want to say it was 85K, and then depending on the specifications that you requested with it, yeah, they're estimating between 85 and 100 because you can make some changes. But right now we're focused on this $25 million gauntlet here, and let's see. So we got the Reality Stone is a ruby. We got the Power Stones and amethyst. The Soul Stone is what they call a spessartite, which is not a type of gem I'm familiar with. The Mind Stone is a yellow diamond. It's a rectangular cut, close to 35 carats. So I mean, this is quite a hefty piece. Oh yeah, I wonder, will Benedict Cumberbatch buy the Time Stone? Right, Donna? This thing is, I would love to see this up close and personal. I'm hoping one of the games I play as I watch Comic-Con is kind of fingers crossed on D23. Will this make it to the expo? I would love to see a $25 million gem collectible up close. I'd like to see how it sparkles. I'm just kind of curious. What would $25 million get me? Apparently, Mike Mack thinks Tony Stark will buy it. Yeah, maybe. And another favorite of mine from today's news as I begin to wind things down here. Just a short wrap up of recap of what's going on, because as I mentioned, our team is still busily working on recaps. You'll continue to see updates later into the evening here at Laughing Place. Be sure and follow us on Twitter. Our handle is laughing_place. You can also find us on Instagram. We not only cover Disney parks, which is where we started. I met my husband at Disneyland, and we founded Laughing Place to cover Disneyland news. And then it grew, and we started to cover Walt Disney World news, and then it slowly expanded until now we were covering a lot of the Walt Disney Company. And then over the past few years, the Disney Company itself has grown enormously. When we first started Laughing Place, Star Wars, Marvel, these didn't fall under the Disney umbrella, but now they do. And with this addition of streaming, now we've got the Hulu umbrella as well. And so, I mean, like this morning, I woke up to the news that there's Disney's looking at the streaming rights for Doctor Who coming under that Disney streaming umbrella. And so that's exciting. As a Disney fan, it means more of that Doctor Who news will find its way over here on Laughing Place, and we'll be able to showcase some Doctor Who information over here on this site. But the other item that caught my eye today is Spider Rex. Now, this is a character that our tweet, the character is set to debut in Edge of Spider-Verse #1. It's set to appear in a video series on Marvel HQ. Marvel HQ is a YouTube channel that's like kid-friendly. So you're finding clips of like the new Disney Junior show, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, I think is the title of it. So a lot of cute, like really kid oriented content. So Spider Rex is going to appear in a collection of 3 short form videos in September with this guy. And I had never heard of Spider Rex until Comic-Con started and this happened. Check it out. Jazzwares had these amazingly ridiculous inflatable dino outfits. And there's a Venom looking one, and then there's the Spider Rex. And these just cracked me up. And so I thought it was totally adorable, got a little bit excited about this ridiculous character, and then come to find out, yeah, it's going to have a little series on Marvel HQ. So they're going to get my eyeballs. Let me see. I also wanted to highlight a Bundleworks factory experience that our team stopped by. So we're Disney fans, and part of the fun of this particular Comic-Con is the Bundleworks fun. And I'm inviting GB to stop by. Hey!
I thought you were going to give me some heads up.
Oh.
Hey! I didn't want to interrupt. I hate that reflection, but I just wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
So you've been following a lot of this Comic-Con stuff in preparation for this, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of stuff that you haven't covered, including some non-Disney stuff. So I'm just curious, over the past couple of days, what's just one thing, Disney or not, that maybe you haven't mentioned that's just made you go, huh, or wow, or anything that just really, really caught you and stands out in your mind?
The one thing, okay, I will share what gave me FOMO. Okay. The tweets coming out of 10 Forward. They have like this kind of Paramount Plus because of their Star Trek series. They have a Star Trek bar, and they have artwork, beautiful artwork of the Enterprise. They have some costuming like Guinan's costume and some elements of the Star Trek series within this 10 Forward pop-up, for I guess is what I would call it. And seeing that, I was like, okay, I wish I could see that in person. that seems like a lot of fun. So yeah. But the thing for me with these Comic-Cons is that I am so like not the target audience for a lot of these things. And I always end up, after seeing after kind of processing the news and sorting through it, finding little gems of stuff that I know, like She-Hulk. I've heard about She-Hulk. I've seen the announcements of She-Hulk, but I didn't really have that much interest in it. But there was the 877 number. I'm like, okay, sure. And I gave it a call, and now I'm actually like a little bit excited about it. So just things like that. I like the way that they catch. Huh?
You're not looking for a lawyer, are you?
No, not looking. No, don't worry.
Making sure. 25 years here.
Yeah, no, not looking for a lawyer, sweetie. But yeah, I like seeing the different ways that they come at you and they get your attention. But hey, speaking of which, so let's look at this, Juby. I don't think you've had a chance to look through our article yet. But this is the Bundleworks factory at Comic-Con, and it's a celebration of the Disney bundle, right? So it's Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN. And you approach the wall, and we saw this map yesterday. We talked a little bit about it. What is Bundle Town and all the locations in it? So you step up, the guest will step up to the Plus Up production pipeline. And then these are little choices. Like this one here says, I'm new to the Disney bundle. Or this one says, I already have Disney Plus, Hulu, or ESPN. And so then you make various choices depending. And so your ball will travel in differing ways depending on what the reality is of your particular Disney bundle. And then you score points. And these points are then traded for various items from the worlds of Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. And you can get points through ring toss, through cornhole. If you're getting thirsty in the midst of all this, they've got a variety of drinks available. For Disney Plus, because it's that blue, right? You've got a blueberry blast. For Hulu, it's a lemon limeade. And for ESPN, it's that golden color, so it's a pineapple colada. You can put toppings on it like gummy bears or fruit pearls or
Are these free?
Yep.
So when you see this, are you thinking what I'm thinking? This better make its way up to the D23 Expo in a
Yep,
couple
this
months?
is one of them. I'm like, oh, I really hope I get to give this a spin at D23. And here's the swag wall. So I'm gonna try and make it bigger to help out a little bit. But there's things ranging from, like, there's these mini fans over here. You've of course got hats that are branded with Hulu or ESPN Plus. There is I'm going to scroll on down because these were the ones that really caught my eye were over here. So this one, you've got the hockey stick, right, with the ESPN logo. You've got this eye mask that's a salute to Golden Girls Dorothy. Mike Mack, they had a UFC ESPN Plus hat.
Yeah.
I hope the CEO managed to snag you one of those. Over here is a beach ball in celebration of the upcoming Star Wars Lego summer vacation short that's on its way. There's some water bottles, but this last one I think is where the items were that I was like, oh, I want a lot of these. A Ms. Marvel lanyard, an ESPN Plus bucket hat. There were some fanny packs with the Disney Plus logo, but right here, kind of hard to make out in this photo, especially on your screen, especially if you're watching us on a cell phone. These are mugs featuring the Orville logo, which is the Hulu show. And then these are mugs featuring the Arconia, which is the hotel from Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, okay. So I'm just realizing, the last D23 Expo, we signed up for Disney Plus. It hadn't yet launched. And so this is really the first major event since Disney Plus has launched, with the Expo coming up in a couple of months. So it's really fun to see Disney Plus and how they're showcasing themselves in the bundle, Hulu and ESPN. And obviously that's a major part of Disney now, so resulting in a major showcase. And it's really fun to see that happen.
And so our team at Comic-Con, this is what they end up pooling their points on. They shared that the post was actually powered by this Hulu power brick. They picked up this lunchbox, a beach ball, and then that sticker that is the gourmet deli featured in Only Murders in the Building.
So much fun. Love in-universe merchandise like that. It's so much fun.
Oh, Mike Mack's been interested in the Family Guy merch, although he's saying that Arconia mug. See, yeah, I love that gourmet deli sticker. Totally. I'm wondering if it's like a window decal. The size of it, it looks like one of those that, is meant to go like in your back window.
Totally.
So this is one of those items that I'm really hoping will make its way to the expo, because I just think it's a lot of fun. This is that Bundle Town map. We took a look at yesterday. It's that 3 neighborhoods. What'd you say, Duke?
Right. The floor, since it's all Disney at the D23 Expo, they should just model the floor of the expo on Bundle Town. So that is Bundle Town is the floor, and you can go to Hulu Land to see the parks thing, or have the exhibitors over in ESPN Land.
It's still so wild just to think that look at the Disney Plus district features the Disney Castle, Avengers Tower, High School Musical Theater, Loki's Realm, Raya and the Last Dragon, Luca, Bazaar, Encanto Castle, Moon Knight Pyramid, Star Wars Cantina, Billie Eilish Experience, Gusteau's Restaurant, Carl's Up House, Dinoco Gas Station, and Pride Rock. Like, the variety that is Disney is so different than when we first started reporting on the company.
I remember when they got Club Penguin, they're like, wow, Disney has expanded to Club Penguin. But yeah, it's just massive, the company and all that they do now. And it's fun. It's so much fun. It covers a lot more than, it's not just a family company anymore, which is fine. It's got sports. It's got everything. I mean, some of my favorite movies, have been some of the like horror movies they've done on Hulu recently. And it's hard to believe Disney Plus, which I don't know, that wasn't the start of Hulu and ESPN Plus, but that's when it all kind of came together. Disney Plus is less than 3 years old. It launched in November 2019, and it is just dominant at this point.
Check it out. Asking, where's the Go Network?
And the Zoog Disney Village. When we started Laughing Place, we were covering Zoog Disney. Oh my goodness. That was a thing.
Yeah, and all of our links were disney.go.com, right? It was
Yes.
like,
Oh man, yeah, Disney.go.com, which I'm not positive they're not still, to be honest.
no, I think they are, but remember when that was like a search, like it was a search, right? The
Oh
go
yeah,
had
go.com
that
with
little green light,
the
and you'd do your
stoplight.
searches
Then they
there.
got sued because it was too similar to go to, and
Yeah.
they bought InfoSeek or something, took an $800 million loss. That's when back when every company wanted to be a portal. Those were some fun days.
And the Hulu hub, right? So over here you have Bob's Burgers and Solar Opposites, American Horror Story. It's still weird to me that when an American Horror Story press release comes up, it's like, oh, okay, well, we should write about that because
Yeah.
that falls under. We try our best here at Laughing Place to pretty much, if it's going to move the needle in regards to a Disney stock price, we report it here. So we do our best to inform you on all things that are the Disney company is doing. And there you go. Oh, have you
Can't
seen it
wait to
yet?
see that one. I think he got a review. I don't think it's debuted yet on Hulu. Because when it does, I will be watching it. I'm very excited for Prey.
Ooh. So let's see. So as a reminder, Laughing Place is at Comic-Con. We've got a team of reporters there and a
Some
team
of
back
whom
at
take better pictures than
headquarters
that.
bringing you a variety. What'd you say, Doobie?
Some of whom take better pictures than that.
Bringing you a variety of news items. We're also still doing our best to keep on top of what's happening within the Disney parks as well. So lots happening on Laughing Place. Give us a look if you've enjoyed this discussion by a couple of Disney fans of things happening within the Disney world. Give us a like. Maybe even hit subscribe. My husband will be back here tomorrow at 7:30 with our son. They host a trivia contest. You can compete head to head with fellow Disney fans. So lots of fun at 7:30. And as far as Comic-Con goes, it's a big day tomorrow, right? You've got that big Hall H Marvel Studios presentation. That's at 5 o'clock.
Who will
Everybody
be there?
is
Who
so
will be there?
excited. Everybody, I've been having so much fun following all the rumors and stuff on Twitter. People tracking what words are being trademarked by Marvel, what actors or actresses have been spotted in San Diego. As you try and piece together what will be the announcements in Hall H. We're also going to be covering panels about the Ghost and Molly McGee, The Simpsons, the Orville New Horizons, as well as there's some National Geographic content that we're going to be highlighting as well. So as always, stay tuned to laughingplace.com. Give our Twitter a follow. We'll keep you up to date on what's happening.
Mike
And
Mack.
stop by here tomorrow for some Disney trivia. And then after that, we're going to do a recap of what's happening at Comic-Con Day 3.
I was just going to say, Mike Mack, you do not sleep during Comic-Con. That's just a rule. You wake up on Thursday morning and you sleep on the flight home.
And
okay?
he's not even there.
He's not there.
So yeah,
go to sleep, Mac. You have to cover UFC tomorrow.
He's part of our HQ, our
sorry.
HQ team, making it all happen.
I just assumed Mac was there, but I know we have plenty of people there, and we have plenty of people working back home. And all you people working back home who aren't lucky enough to go and still have to see everything going on and do all the work, no sympathy for me. You pay the same either way.
Oh, man. So, before we sign off, I want to remind you once again that our Comic-Con coverage is sponsored by Entertainment Earth. Stop by the URL ee.toy/LPFan for 10% off and free shipping on orders over there at Entertainment Earth of $39. So you can take care of all your pop culture accessory needs, whether it's Funko or Loungefly or Hasbro. A variety of items are available over at Entertainment Earth. And we greatly appreciate whatever support you give to those who help us keep the lights on over here. So with that, I will say goodbye. I'm going to see you soon, honey, because you're just down the hall.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Bye.